You've definitely seen the headlines, you've heard all the buzz. It feels like ChatGPT is everywhere right now. But what is it really? Beyond all the hype, what does it actually do? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you the straight answer. So let's just dive right in. At its heart, ChatGPT is a new kind of AI tool, one you can have a conversation with, using just plain, normal language. But honestly, the best way to get it isn't to think about all the complicated code or algorithms behind it. Instead, I want you to think of it like this. It's a really, really smart digital assistant. You talk to it just like you'd text a friend. You can ask it a question, give it a task to do, and it just responds. It's designed to understand you and help you out, right there at your fingertips. Okay, so if it's our AI helper, what can it actually do for us? This is where things get really interesting, and you start to see its real power. Let's take a look at its main jobs. It all pretty much boils down to 3 key things it's amazing at, which you'll see cover a ton of ground. It can write for you, it can explain pretty much anything, and it can help you brainstorm. So let's see what that actually looks like. First up, writing. I mean, we've all been there, right? Staring at a blank screen, trying to figure out how to phrase that one tricky email. Well, instead of struggling, you can just ask ChatGPT to write a draft for you. It gives you an instant starting point, and that can save you so much time and stress. Next, explaining things. Let's say you want to finally get a handle on a complicated topic, like budgeting, but every article you find is just full of confusing jargon. Well, you can just ask ChatGPT to break it down for you in simple terms. It's kind of like having a personal tutor on call 24/7. And finally, brainstorming. This is a big one. You know those moments when you're just feeling stuck creatively? You can use it as a creative partner. Ask it for 10 small business ideas, or maybe a catchy title for a project, or even some unique places to go on vacation. It's an incredible way to just get the ball rolling. So a tool that can write, explain, and brainstorm, I mean, it sounds almost perfect, doesn't it? But this is where we need to hit the pause button, because there is a huge, huge limitation that you absolutely have to understand before you really start using it. And this is it. Seriously, if you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this. ChatGPT is helpful, but it is not magic. It's a phenomenal tool for sure, but it is so important to understand what it can't do. So what are we talking about here? Well, for one, it can just be flat out wrong sometimes. Other times, it might give you an answer that leaves out a really crucial piece of information. And here's the trickiest part. It can give you an answer that sounds totally confident and correct, but is actually wrong. It doesn't really have a truth sensor. It's just predicting what word should come next. So this basically leaves you with a choice. There's the wrong way to use it, where you trust it blindly like it's some magic 8-ball that's never wrong. And then there's the right way. You treat it like a smart co-pilot. It gives you the first draft, it gives you a fresh idea, but you are the one who checks it, refines it, and ultimately, you're responsible for the final product. Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice? How do we get all the incredible benefits of this tool while making sure we avoid the pitfalls? Well, it all comes down to a really simple shift in how you think about it. The best way to go about it is to always remember that you are in the driver's seat. Use it to help you think by coming up with new angles you hadn't considered. Use it to help you write by getting you past that intimidating blank page. Use it to help you learn by summarizing dense info. But in every single one of those cases, you are directing the tool, it's not directing you. So when you boil it all down, the real takeaway is this simple idea of a partnership. It's you plus the AI. It's an incredibly powerful helper for writing, learning, and coming up with ideas. But just always remember its role. It's your assistant and you're the boss. Use it wisely and it can honestly change the way you work. Thanks for tuning in.